Hello guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 12 of Steins season 1. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me and join me in this super amazing adventure. Okay, in the previous episode we discovered that someone is looking at Kyoma. It's like as if he is watched. Let's see what's going to happen now. Are you ready to join me with this? Check it out. But that's Mayuri's voice. What? Oh, what the F? One is all and all is one. What? Wait. Wait. I told you that Mayuri has a great role here. Where does she come from and who is she? It's like as if she's a guiding voice for him. Somebody... Oh, Kyoma is absent. It seems as if he is spacing out. Oh... What the F? Okay, well, let's try. Wow. Oh. So it's like as if he or she is going to have a sort of a deja vu one after the other one, or something like that. Oh. Ooh, so who's going to candidate himself or herself? Eh. But because he connected already. So maybe he doesn't remember that they did it? Exactly. It has to be another... Whoa! Oh, we needed to understand the connection between these two. Oh, I know, I thought that she was missing the ball also. Yeah, that's what she thought actually. I think he will go instead. Yeah. No, no, who cares about the fever? Because he doesn't have another way to say romantic stuff. Ah, he was already eating without all the others. What? Oh, what the F? That's right. We wanna know. Whoa! Eh? She's coming from the future. What the F? È messa a manso. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she said that. Oh oh. Oh, fortunately he said that he would have solved all these. Uh-oh, you lost. Oh! And she knows you very well. That she's trying her best, but... Oh, yes! I told you he feels lonely somehow. Something happening during spring. Oh! Ooh. What's wrong? What did she feel? Tell them, I mean, tell us. Oh, no, 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 we wanna know. Wait, why he's hearing the voices so distant right now? So that's something remarking that that's the time left for something. What? Who are they? Oh no! Who's there? The part-time worker! No! Wait. Moika! Moika! Oh my, Moika! Oh, she's working for CERN? What the F? No, 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 no. No! No, no! Mayuri! No, look! What is FB? No! No, look. No, it's not possible. I mean, Moeka. I mean, no. That's her. That's her grave. No, what the F is going on here? I am speechless. First of all, at the beginning of the episode, Mayuri-chan, with her voice, was saying that Kyoma and her were going back 70 million years before. It's like as if we are talking about a sort of origin, let's say. Even if the planet has more than 70 millions of years, it's like as if, yeah, it's a sort of a starting point. Even from the beginning of this episode, you understood that something bad was about to happen to her because, as always, I was telling you that Mayuri has a great role in this story. She was a little bit strange. We couldn't understand what she wanted to say all the times. It was like as if she was coming from outer space and she was not from that world, because her attitude was not understandable sometimes, as for what she was saying or what she was thinking at a specific moment. But when she was saying that one of the Mayuri or one of the Okarin, they are also coming from different world lines, but anyway, no matter if the Okarin or the Mayuri are different, they are always a part of an origin, a part of the original one. And that's true because the original one started everything anyway, so if you go back in the past, there is always something that belongs to the original one, to the original entity or energy or person who was starting everything. So I agree with what Mayuri was saying at the beginning, and that means that even if you are changing the world line, even if you're changing these dimensions, and you're creating different paths, different parallel worlds, at the end of the day, all these parallel characters who resemble the original one, they have anyway something in common with the original one, even psychologically speaking. If we are talking about thoughts, ideas, personality, characteristics, I mean, they are anyway coming from an origin, from something that was creating some things like this. But Mayuri is having a great importance to Okarin, I mean to Kyoma, and when she was talking to him on the roof, she was saying, I felt as if in spring you feel pretty lonely, or you felt pretty lonely. That means that something happened in spring specifically. You know that usually spring is the typical season here in Japan that remarks the beginning of something. It can be the beginning of an academic year of school. It can be the beginning of a love. It can be the beginning of life in general because of these sakura trees blooming. It's a metaphor that after the end, that means winter, there is always a way to reborn. But Kyoma feels lonely during that period. So are we talking about the moment in which he was about to create this club, this team, or is it going to last each spring? I mean, every time spring is coming, he's going to feel lonely. Why? Why is he feeling like this? Is it because it's a sort of loop? Because maybe Mayuri, as we saw at the end of the episode, she was killed, but what if we are in spring when she was killed? Or are we still in summer, for example? Because if she was killed in spring, it means that every time it's a spring, as a loop, he is remembering the moment in which she was killed. So this suffering make him feel lonely, so he needs other people next to him, etc., etc. In fact, she was saying, look, you feel pretty lonely, or you have always felt pretty lonely in spring. I open a bracket. That's what I meant even in the previous commentary when I told you that in my opinion Kyoma was a little bit lonely in his life, and that's why he wants to be surrounded by others, right? But she's saying, now that you have lots of other comrades, you don't need me anymore. What does this mean? Who is Mayuri? Why is she in Kyoma's life? What's the importance of her? And I hope that they will tell us, definitely. We need to understand why Mayuri is so important to him. Because one thing is to be friends since you were kids, and one thing is that maybe something happened, so they were sharing these negative feelings they were both having, and by doing this they were creating a sort of a deep bond. We needed to know more about this, but it seems as if Kyoma can't live without Mayuri. It's like that if she's there, he can do the impossible, and if she's not there, everything turns blank and his own existence is meaningless. Then we see that Kurisu is getting in touch more and more with Kyoma, as if she likes him. It's like as if she is finding in Kyoma that sort of a relationship that she was having with her father too. That means a sort of competition, this way to provoke each other, that is making you understand that Kurisu really cares about him, even if she's denying it, and vice versa. I mean, even Kyoma, I think that he really cares about her, and I don't think that it's just because they are two comrades of the same team. I think that he really likes her, but it's so difficult for him to convey feelings like this as we usually do. I think Kyoma is stopped by something. It's like as if he's stuck into a loop of something that can let him be free. And that's why I think that he needs a way to keep searching for answers, because he is stuck, physically speaking, but also psychologically speaking, into something. It could be a loop, it could be a loneliness, it could be something else, but we don't see that he's spontaneous. The only time in which we see that he's spontaneous is when he's trying to reach Kurisu directly. I mean, he's walking towards her and Kurisu is not ready yet. But yeah, actually it seems as if Kyoma doesn't have the possibility to convey his feelings 100%. Maybe because of what happened in the past. Maybe because he's living once again, over and over again, this condition because of this time traveling. We don't know, because things have to be explained still, but the only thing I noticed is that Kyoma, as soon as he's surrounded by people, he feels better. So even when Mayuri was saying, look, instead of fighting one against the other one, it's better if we keep being friends. And at that time, Kyoma was not saying anything, because I think that he agrees with this. Also because if they keep fighting, there's a chance that this team is going to disband. And of course, that's not what Kyoma wants. And if you noticed, as soon as he's finding a new person in his life, the only way to keep that person next to him is to let him or her becoming a member of the team. That's why I feel suspicious about this. I mean, I think that Kyoma really needs people around him. And if you noticed, all the other members of the team, except for Ruka, we understand that in this world line she's a girl. You know that the new members are all girls. There is not even one boy who's joining except for Daru. I mean, after Daru, there's no other man joining this club. And what does this mean? Does this mean that he's missing the female figure? We don't know anything about Kyoma's parents. We don't know about Kyoma's mother, so we don't know if there's a sort of complex that he has towards women, or the fact that he's seeking for having a female figure next to him, as much as Kuris, on the contrary, she needs a male figure next to her because she already had that bad experience with her dad, and maybe she's trying to find protection, or she's trying to find this sort of balance by having a male figure as much as when she was quarreling with her dad. And in fact, now she feels lonely too, because she's losing that paternal figure that she really wants, that she really thinks that she needs in her life. Let me tell you another thing. This is a part-time worker. Of course, she's going against the Chris, and she's saying that she knows more than she knows. She knows that she's going to become a CERN member. She knows that she will do that after a certain point, and we don't know what she's talking about. But when she is said all these things, Chris is telling her, do you have any proof? And she says, no, I don't have proofs, but I feel it. What does that mean? I don't know. But this makes me understand that this part-time worker is coming from the future somehow. Otherwise, there is no other way that she can feel something like this. Or the fact that she's so sure that Chris is a problem, or that Chris is a negative presence in the lives of all these people. We still have to understand why Chris was killed, sincerely, because in episode 1 we know that that's what happened due to an accident, but is that it? I mean, is that for real the reason why Chris died? Or is there another reason that we still don't know? We needed to figure this out. But every time, there is not even one chance in which this part-timer worker is changing her mind about her. There's no way that she's going to say, okay, sorry, I was wrong, my feelings were just random, so no. We see that she's pretty confident with what she's saying, and that's even creepier, to be honest. But then, guys, what happened at the end of the episode? Moeka, that she is the leader, let's say, of this group of people. Maybe she was sending Kyoma those messages, you know too much, and all this stuff. Does this mean that Moeka was hiding everything she knew since this moment? I mean, why did she want to kill Mayuri? If she was not needed, what was the point to kill her? But then she wants that all the others are coming with her. Where? And what does this mean? Are we in the same world line where Moeka was not confident to talk with Kyoma and all the others? Where she was sending all these messages because she couldn't speak, she had this difficulty? Is this the same world line? Or are we in a different one? We don't know, because the last time they were trying this D-mail thing, it was when there was that scene with the television, and we know that that television was playing a great role, because as soon as you were turning off, these feeling as if they were during an earthquake disappeared. We don't understand Moeka right now. Who is she, and why she wants to attack them? Why she's against them? Is she the same person as we have seen before, or was she playing a role, for example? I mean, maybe she wanted to see if Kyoma could reach a certain level, and then she was revealing her identity as for now. Was she sending those messages to Kyoma? But we know that this part-time worker felt that something was coming. Why did she feel something like this? Why she could feel it while all the others couldn't? Maybe because she's coming from the future, as much as I was telling you? Or does this part-time worker have a special power that we don't know, that she can anticipate things? Or she can feel things and it's a way to anticipate these events coming? But as soon as she was looking somewhere that was pretty dark in that laboratory, she felt uncomfortable and she wanted to go out from that lab before Moeka arrived. Wow, this is complex. We don't understand. But as I was telling you, it's like as if Kyoma is inside of a loop and everything is repeating. Because if we agree with what Mayuri says at the beginning of the episode, she said even if I die, there will always be a chance that things can go over and over again for the next 70 million of years. So Kyoma right now is in front of the truth, but it's still uncovered, so he still needs to take this cloth off from this unspoken truth. And definitely we needed to understand so many things. I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know. But the only thing I know is that Mayuri is playing a great role here. Yeah. And now Kyoma feels as if he is lost. Did you see? I mean, his facial expression was like, now I'm done. Now I'm over. I can't do anything else without her. Kurisu said that Mayuri is the one who understood everything about that lab. What does this mean? I don't know. Okay, let's see what's going to happen with episode 13 of Steins Gate next week. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys. See you in the next video.